starting off fresh with KPG. We starting off fresh with KPG. We started off first talking with G. We started off first talking with G. Then we went and added Corey. Then we went and added Corey. Added Prince, that's KPG. We started off fresh with KPG. Added Prince, now it's KPG. Added Prince, now it's KPG. And we just talking with KPG. And we just talking with KPG.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Talking with KPG. I'm your boy G. In the empty space right there, we have our boy ATF's latest and finest, Corey. And to the right is another empty space. Will be filled up by our guy, Prince, in a little bit, man. What's good, Brody?
Man, I was having some technical seat difficulties. Hey, man, what's happening?
Man,
you ready?
You know what it is today, baby. Woo-wee. Yo, we got some stuff. We got some stuff for y'all today.
Before we do that, man, how you doing, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, man.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm excited. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Bro.
I like it. Welcome to the show, Mama in Love, Alicia Roberts. Welcome to the show, Big Mike Franklin. Man, we missed you on Sunday, Brody. But welcome back. And episode 58, season 2. Dog. We got some serious stuff to talk about today, man. And it's going to be controversial. It's going to be edgy. It's going to be, but it's what everybody's talking about. You know, it's what is out there right now, and I think it's what the sports world wants to talk about, man. And I think we are going to dive into it today. We're going to dive into it. We got a caller that's coming on with us, Chuck Littlejohn. He has a lot that he wants to talk about as well. And
I'm gonna let you know now, viewers. Listen, we've been controversial, we've been heated, we've been funny, but we're gonna be a little edgy today because some of this is gonna be closer to people's hearts than you expect. You know, yeah. I may come from a different direction than most, but at the same time, like we've been talking about it as colleagues, you know, get your popcorn ready. So I hope y'all ready too.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Wait, where's Prince?
Prince, I have no idea. Hopefully,
then you look into the side like.
Hopefully, he'll be on in a second.
Okay.
So we'll try to stall as long as we can, man. So we'll just talk about. Let's talk about the Kyrie situation first. Let's jump into the NBA.
No,
not yet. You don't want to do that?
No.
Oh, okay.
WNBA me and then we'll do baseball. Let's WNBA
baseball.
And baseball.
Okay. All right. WNBA. Yeah. Let's do that then. Okay. WNBA tonight. You have game 2 of the Phoenix Mercury,
right?
The Chicago Sky.
Who you got tonight?
I'm going with the Phoenix Mercury tonight. I believe this series is going 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going. I think it's going to distance.
What? Your girl Asia Wilson is in this thing, right?
No, Aja's out.
Aja's out.
I
don't know why I thought she was gonna. Okay, so on Big Girl, like you got, like I was saying before, you got a good squad, you know, in the Phoenix Mercury, but I don't know what I'm saying. That's right. She with LA. I apologize. Uh-oh, am I breaking up?
She's with Vegas. Yeah. Aja is.
Vegas. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. My bad. Go ahead. Let me go ahead.
We got the stars: Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, Skylar Diggs, Smith, and then on the other side you have Candace Parker, Quigley, Vander Sloop. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Look, giving them. I was giving them shout outs because I watched the game last week. Now I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie. Look, this filibuster time. This filibuster.
Chicago Ken is not. She's not for play. No, at all, Michael. Because welcome to the show, Michael Wolf. She's absolutely not. You can't play games with her, man. Or Diana Taurasi. I think Diana Taurasi is going to come out with a different mentality tonight. I think you're going to see a really, really aggressive Diana Taurasi tonight. So that's why I'm picking them to win. Chuck Littlejohn, he said that Ozzie Wilson will still be in, but I know why. They got beat. I mean, I know why.
Still young, right? Still got a lot of growing to do. Shout out to Diana Taurasi. She just had a little baby. She rushed home, made the scene to see her child, came back still committed to the team. She just wanted to make sure she was being a good parent. Shout out to, because a lot of people don't get a chance to see their children born, and not saying that they don't by choice, but she decided, listen, I'm chartering the flight, going home to see my child. I'm gonna be there for the birth. Right. I'm headed right back to practice. So big shout out to Taurasi. Right.
Yeah. And I think I said before, man, I think she might be the best women's basketball player to play this game. And I know Chuck.
Well, the best?
Yeah. Really? If you look at all of her accomplishments, all of her accolades, she probably leads in everything.
What about Maya Moore? I'm saying, as far as now, Maya Moore decided to step down, but you think Taurasi had more than Maya Moore?
Taurasi, Maya Moore was on that same scale of what Diana Taurasi was doing, but when she stopped, that kind of ended it all. But I think Diana Taurasi has the four Olympic medals, 4 national championships. I think this right here would be her 3rd title for a WNBA.
But what about like Cynthia Cooper's? What about Cynthia Cooper was
Cynthia Cooper had a great, she had a great NBA career and a great college, but her college wasn't as good as Diana Taurasi's. Like, she had a great career, WNBA career. I think she 5 championships in the WNBA. Great career, but from high school to college to WNBA to gold medals, Diana Taurasi is Diana Taurasi, man.
She's the most. Are you saying she's the most decorated? But does that make her the best?
I think it makes her the best, man. I think just like in the NFL.
Okay.
Tom Brady's 7 rings makes him the best ever.
GOAT. Okay.
It makes him the GOAT. Yeah. I think she's the GOAT. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Hola, Golita St. Croix. Hola, thank you for joining in.
¿Cómo está? Buenas tardes. Spanish. You hear me?
Yeah, we appreciate you rocking with us. Hola. I would have to pull her stats up and compare hers to Cynthia Cooper and see how they measure out together. Okay. But I'm pretty sure Diana Taurasi has her.
She'll get there. Okay.
And then all categories, even like points, assists, all that. Like she's up there. Wins.
This is okay. So Kobe once said, "All right, how you can measure great versus greatest? Play me 1-on-1." Kobe's always said it. Play me 1-on-1. Turn the lights off, turn the cameras off. Come play me 1-on-1. Taurasi versus Cynthia Cooper, who would win in a game of 21?
Diana Taurasi would probably.
There we go. Probably
win out of 5 games or 3 games. She'll probably go 2-1.
2-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Diana, remember we episodes ago, we talked about women playing in the NBA. Diana Taurasi was one of those women I was talking about. Like her and Candace Parker. Like Diana, yeah. Diana's one of the women that I would say she can do it.
That goes back to one of our controversial shows. What's up, Prince?
Yeah.
So, okay, all right. We got our man here. So before we go there, so we got Big Prince here. Listen, y'all watch the Atlanta Braves. Listen, they done made the pennant. They're going to the NLCS.
Oh my God!
Don't be like that, boy. Don't be like that. You know. Listen.
Okay.
The Braves.
I'm
shout out to the Atlanta Braves that are going to win.
Shout out.
I'll give a shout out to him. I'll give a shout out. I'm a good sport.
Good. All right. Like we've been waiting for you, Prince. Let's go, G.
Let's get it, man. So we was just on NBA, WNBA. So let's just go over to the other side, man. The NBA. Kyrie Irving. My cousin on here, man. He said we may have seen the last of Kyrie Irving. He feels like he's about to be blackballed. If y'all don't know what's going on, Kyrie Irving had decided not to take the vaccine shot. In New York, you cannot play indoors without being vaccinated. I'm sorry. He decided that he's not doing it, religious beliefs. He's not doing it. And he was going to play just the road games. But his teammates have come out.
Yeah.
And the owner left it to the team.
Oh, okay.
The owner left it to the team to decide should he be allowed to play. And the team said no until he gets fully vaccinated. So, give me your thoughts on that, man. First, on the team voting him out. And then the second question to this is this his last game in the NBA?
Go ahead, Prince.
All right.
We're waiting for you, buddy.
All right, my bad. Run a little bit late.
Good.
Well, I think his teammates are worried about their own personal lives and levels in their lives, so they have the right to be concerned if they feel that he's not getting the vaccination because, they probably understand that it's his religious reasons, but they feel that, I guess, if they voted for him not to be there, they feel that they don't want to put their loved ones and themselves in the way of something happening to them. So I guess, the only way you can explain it is that they feel that he's being selfish in a certain type of way. Because why else would they vote against him? I know it's a controversial topic, but they have the right to feel concerned about their loved ones and themselves. They have the right to be concerned about their paychecks and they catching corona and they're being out for so many times, or somebody in their life that has an underlying condition that if they get it, they can go back and take it to them. They have that right, man. They have that right to be concerned about it. And if it like you said, I read the same thing. It was a unanimous vote to where the owner said, you know what, you're not going to play until you get vaccinated. Man, look, that's what the world is today, bro. People might not like it. People might not want to agree with it, but it is what it is. You can't take flights to certain restaurants. You can't go into New York. Is totally mandated that you got to have that card. So it is. Like I said, Tiff's going back to Cali. The first week of November, she had to have all her stuff in order too because of the mandates of flying and going to restaurants and everything like that. It's just the way of the world, man. Either you accept it or you don't. Either you don't go nowhere, you stay at home, either you don't get your vaccinations, or you just deal with the backlash. There's certain jobs, a bunch of jobs out here in Augusta that says you need to be vaccinated or they're going to fire you. It's just how it is, bro. The government has mandated a bunch of stuff that other companies are following. NBA, NFL, if you want to make money, that's the choice you want to make. If you got enough money to sustain your life and not worry about it, and he said, and I quote what he said, I'm going to speak for the voiceless people that have no voice that's losing their jobs over not getting the vaccination. Okay, well, that's their choice. Like, it's your choice. We made a choice. G, you have the right to make your choice. And if it affects, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if it affects your bottom line to where you can't make the money you need to take care of your family, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's just my thoughts about it. You know what I'm saying? If there's people in your family that you care about, there's loved ones that you care about, your mom, your dad, your aunt, uncle, your grandmother that has underlying conditions, and you know, if you they get it, they could die. I mean, that's a no-brainer to me, bro. And on the other point, um, him playing like they were saying, it's a chemistry thing. They can't have him coming in and out of this game, that game. It's 14 games, 15 games here and there, because they can't build a chemistry to play against the big dogs in the NBA. And that's true. You have to build chemistry to win championships, especially NBA championships. Any championships, you got to build chemistry with your team.
Okay.
And I mean, this has been a serious subject. Go ahead.
All right, I'm a little controversial on both sides, but all right. So you have a talent, right? Playing the NBA, you're a talented person. There's only 400 and I think it's 440 players in the NBA total. 440. This is worldwide. 440 players, and that's with your GB and all that. 15 players on your roster, 16, whatever it is. 440 total that make up your NBA. Kyrie is subject to lose about 18 million bucks. I know to him, it may not mean anything because he's made some money, but it's going to be the equivalent of $425,000 per game. All right. Now, I was also told it's a privilege to play in the league. It's a privilege. But at the same time, the NBA is your employer. Sort of like the jobs that are coming up now that have mandates that have, this is going to be, our new mandate for the NBA. You have to get vaccinated if you want to play and continue to make the money that you're playing. Unvaccinated, if I were an owner, I'm not saying that you have to, but at the same time, if I can find somebody else that can do your job, I'm going to go ahead and do that, because if I have one of arguably the best, if not the best shooter in the game right now, I don't know if it's fair to subject this dude to worry about his game, because, I'll be straight with you. Kyrie is that same dude that thinks the world is flat also. He's the same guy that, he's the same guy that can be controversial and I needed a day off, or I needed to take 2 weeks. I ain't finna pick up my phone and you ain't gonna hear from me. I'll come back when I feel like it. I mean, this dude said, he was sad because his dog passed and he didn't show up for practice one day. I get all that, but you just don't know where this dude's gonna be at up here.
Right.
Now, I'm saying that only because, in the sense of being vaccinated, he got COVID up here sometime in his head. You just don't know where he is, and then for him to say, "Well, I'm just gonna be part-time. I'm gonna play 42 games. Y'all should be cool with that." Hell no. If this is where you want to work, if this is the team you want to be on, if I'm the owner and I say, listen, the first thing is you can't come back to practice until you're eligible physically. That means this is a part of passing your exam at this point, to see that you're physically healthy. Everybody else has done it but you. You can't play, dude. Then the NBA says, okay, now it's mandatory. I get it. It's a choice, but at the same time, it's a choice for you to play in the NBA. You don't have to play. You can go get you a job.
Yeah.
I like hooping too. If I could if I could have played the game the rest of my life, I would have. But I'll give shots out to Wiggins, Andrew Wiggins. He didn't want to, but he was like, "What am I to do? I ain't like I can, I got skills to go and be a type, or work at a call service or something like that. I'm a ball player. I'm gonna go play ball, so I don't like it." Now, I think the worst thing he could have done was going to get the Johnson & Johnson, which is the worst vaccine. Give me the worst out of the three, the one that don't hit it hard. I don't know. He could have done that, but all I'm saying is I'm for the NBA at this point. I know a lot of you guys may not agree. Mike, I know it's funny how, like you said, funny how vaccinated people are still scared about unvaccinated. I'm not saying I'm scared. I just got to be honest with myself. If we're standing next to each other, you're unvaccinated, and you go, "What's up, Corey?" Now I'm thinking, the worst thing I can go, hey, bro, give me 6 feet. We still cool, but I saw the sputum, I saw the wetness come out your chest. We just got to be careful, bro. So I'm just saying, Mike, I get what you're saying. It is a choice, but you don't have to be in the NBA. Go get you a job. Verizon is hiring truck drivers. I mean, hey, I know a company that needs drivers.
Go to Amazon.
Yeah.
Go ahead, G.
So you're right. It's a choice, and you can either make the choice to get vaccinated or make the choice not to. So it is a choice, and once again, my stand on it is, and it's not they're not requiring 100% vaccination of the team. It's only 93% that they are, or 95%.
How is that, G? How is
exactly
that? Because
exactly
no.
Why isn't it 100% vaccination for the team?
Where you get that from?
And let me go ahead and
I
pull it
wonder
up
where
for
you
y'all,
want to get
man.
that from too. Yeah, please do, because
Okay.
if the state of New York asked people to be 100% vaccinated, and like my wife is going to California, they want.
No. That's only if you want to go inside a facility. If you're not going inside any facility, you don't have to be vaccinated. So it's
But
only for
if
indoor
that's his
events.
job, to go inside
G.
that.
No.
G, okay.
No, I'm saying so. The NBA. I'm about to read it for you all. Requirement for.
It don't even
Y'all
matter.
go ahead and talk.
Ain't no NBA game outside, G.
Huh?
No,
Look,
it's all in the facility.
guess where they practiced that yesterday, the other day.
They did practice. The Nets did practice. They practiced outside. He showed his butt. He came to practice because they practiced outside.
Yeah, outside.
They did that, because they wanted to see what he was gonna do.
No, I'm just saying it's not 100%. You don't have to be 100% in New York. I was just making that point right there. That's all I was saying on that. Yeah. But I'm about to tell you the vaccination requirement. Let me see. For vaccination.
Oh, wait,
yeah, so it's not 100. They want you to be at not like a 95%. Each team to be at 90%. Even like in the NFL, they want you to be like 95%, not 100%.
So you think Kyrie should fall under that 5%?
No, only reason he can't is because he's in New York. That's the only issue. If they was in Chicago, he'll be all right. If they played in Chicago, he'll be all right. That's the only.
That doesn't make any sense, bro.
So y'all think Wiggins and Kyrie the only two players that don't want to be vaccinated?
Wiggins got vaccinated. He said he's gonna get vaccinated. But if you're in a state, G. If you're in a state like New York that says you have to be vaccinated or to play and practice, okay, or you can't do anything, okay, what are you gonna do, bro? You say, okay, I made enough money, then go ahead and retire.
No, you missing what I'm saying. You
blacked out.
You missing what I'm saying, Prince.
No.
Yeah. I'm saying the NBA is not requiring 100%
I guess you're blacked out.
each team.
I guess I'm the one that you got it.
Yeah, I hear you.
We hear you.
Yeah.
We can see you.
So what I'm saying is the NBA is not requiring it to be 100%. They want the teams to be about 95%. So the only reason that Wiggins couldn't play is because he plays in San Francisco or California. That's the only reason. But if he would have played in Utah, if they were playing in Utah, he would be okay because they don't require you to be. The state doesn't require. It's not the NBA that's making him quit. It's the state of New York.
I know that. I said that.
His location of employment is in New York City.
Yes.
Not in Chicago.
Right. No.
It's not an option to say, all right, we're gonna transfer you to the McDonald's location over here on County Road.
So why are they not requiring 100% of every player in the league? Period.
Okay. 'Cause some states are not don't think that it's affecting them as much as other states. Some states feel that it's not affecting them as much as New York, Los Angeles, uh, Cincinnati, all these big cities that the COVID rate is just astronomical with people. So they're not requiring it. But if you're working in this state and you're required to get it in order to play or not to play, so what are you thinking about? If you're not thinking about your money, then retire. That's it. That's just you're required by this state to follow what the protocols that they set. So you need to follow it. Everybody else follow it. 95%. Okay, so one or two people not vaccinated. That's still not going to save everybody. I agree. That's bogus. It needs to be 100%. If everybody's going to be on that team, everybody's going to be traveling. Bam, it's what it's good. But see, in New York, it's 95%. But other states, it's 100%. California, other states he can't even come to play. So why have him around?
No, but so why isn't well, I guess my question is why isn't the NBA requiring 100%? Why not
See, you
go for
don't
all
know.
of it?
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. Let
I'm
me tell
sure
you who
they're
that.
trying.
I'm gonna tell you who that extra 5% is for. All right. Do you know who? All right. This is the Nets roster. Have you heard of David Duke on that team, shooting guard?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, you
I
had.
have.
G hadn't. I hadn't. Do you know who? Let me see. Kessler Edwards is.
No.
No.
That's who that 5% is for. The unknown. You know what I'm saying? The guys who ain't gonna play. But
At
Kyrie,
all. Period.
you know what Kyrie is? Kyrie is 25%. Kyrie is 30%. Kyrie is a mass majority who's going to be there. He is a part of the squad. Now, I don't know why the NBA decided to say 95%. It's still an A, but yeah, it should be 100%. At the same time, it's not like Kyrie going to be there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This dude going to be there every day on the court every day. He's going to be a part of everyday play.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't fall under that 5% that we don't see him enough, or he's gonna be on the G League, or he's not gonna really be touching the ball a whole lot. He's gonna have the rock,
Yeah.
So he'll
Yeah.
if let's say if he does contract it, it'll be easier for him to affect the team than David Duke or Kessler Edwards because they don't
Yeah.
have the rock like he does.
Yeah.
He can
They're not
pass
close
it.
up on other people. Yeah, they're not close up on
They
other people like
practice.
Kyrie
Wait a
is.
minute now. Wait a minute now. So these guys that don't play in the games, they play in practice.
They play in practice, but they are, but not as much. They play. It's sort of like taking snaps from Tom Brady. Why are you playing? You play, but you're gonna play on defense. For the most part. I'm just saying. I think the
See,
value
I
of
don't
Kyrie,
understand, man.
the
You know
value of
what's
Kyrie weighs heavier than that other 5%. At
Kyrie
least that's how I
catching
feel.
it, and how can it affect if Kyrie catches it compared to a bench warmer that's probably never going to get into the game?
It
Say
weighs
that
heavy. It
again.
weighs more. Go ahead. I think he's saying
Say it again.
I said it's different. It's a different scenario for Kyrie to get it than some bench warmer that probably never see time unless it's garbage time. I mean, he like Corey was saying, he's one of the significant players. He needs to be out there all the time. It's different. He's a superstar, and they don't want the superstars affecting other superstars. Because I mean, let's be realistic. How many superstars hang out with the people that's on the warm up team? We really don't know, but I mean, superstars hang out with superstars. That's what we seen on social media. That's what we're seeing in restaurants. Superstars hang out with superstars.
That's
Mike,
that's
Mike,
that's
I mean,
outside of
95% is crazy, but
that's an
I
off
think
season
it
though.
should be 100%, honestly, because if one of them gets, man, it's serious, bro. It's serious. And it's all about the bottom line is this: if you're concerned about your health, and there's people that have been vaccinated that still have died, and at least they had a chance. Because see, the thing about it is getting vaccinated instead of being sick for quarantine for 14 days, you're quarantined for 24 hours, unless it's just something you just totally have a underlying issue to where you're just, the vaccine just can't help you. But some
Right.
people are healthy that gets it, or people that are healthy that gets it, You go from quarantine, like I said, from 14 days to 24 hours because you had the stuff in your system to help you. That's by statistics. That's nothing I'm just making up. That's by statistics. So
Yeah.
it's your job and your mindset. Do I want to make money? Do I want to do this? Do I want to help my team win a championship? Do I want to be a champion? It's all about your own mindset. We can't talk for nobody. We can't talk about Kyrie, Wiggins. We can't talk for anybody. We're giving our opinions, and this is what we do. And
Right.
my opinion, if I was in Kyrie's position, I get the damn vaccination, man. I want to win a championship. I want to be part of a team that's great. The team that you're a part of is not no scrubs. The teams you're a part of could probably, if you could play the way you should play, you might be able to win a championship for the next 2 seasons, 3 seasons. With the Lakers, probably it's going to be hard, but you still have a chance. You still have a dog in the fight, bro. That's just my own opinion about
Okay. So the last thing on this, man, and we'll move on. Do y'all think this is his last
it. No, no,
Kyrie Irving?
no. It's too good. It's too good, dog. Somebody pick him up, and I ain't worried about that vaccination, dog.
I
Somebody
want to
don't.
say no.
Kyrie's too
Yeah,
good.
I want to say no, but then again, like we said before, Kyrie, you just don't know where his head is sometimes. You know, he said
Yeah.
this is more religious. It's a religious belief, sort of like I said, sort of like the earth being flat. There's nobody that can tell him any different. That if he walks far enough, he gonna fall off this mud. You know what I'm saying? He believes that, and if you have a conversation with him on the earth being flat, he will tell you some left-sided conspiracies on it. And to his knowledge, I'm not going. He's like, I'm not going that far. You will fall off the edge of the earth, you know, and into an abyss, that type of stuff, you know. But you just don't know where he is, dude. I don't know. I hope no, because he is a great talent. I
Right.
like to see him play. I hadn't seen the likes of his skills since his godfather Rod Strickland, as far as handle is concerned. So I watch his highlights by the week.
Rod Strickland, really? That is
Yeah,
a
that's it.
poor example, bro.
What?
Rod Strickland didn't. Man, are you crazy, bro? Rod
Rod Strickland
Strickland,
had handles.
Yeah.
man, he could
Yeah.
handle. He could handle his VA, and then tell him to pull up his damn car to the damn side of the damn road. I got my car.
You don't
Rod
think Rod
Strickland, come
Strickland
on,
had handles?
you could have got a better example than Rod Strickland, bro.
I'm just
But
that's his godfather.
that's his godfather. That's his godfather.
I understand that, but he had other people had better handles than Rod Strickland, bro.
I'm just saying, look up Rod Strickland's
Rod Strickland's a legend, dog. Look,
he's that dude.
I think you're
No.
undervaluing Rod Strickland, man. If you ask a lot of NBA players, Rod Strickland was that dude.
He was that dude.
Yeah,
I
Rod Strickland
understand.
was
I
that dude.
watched him. I understand that, but I don't
You ain't
think.
watch enough.
I think he, when it comes to comparing Kyrie with handles, I think there's a couple other players out there that you could compare him with besides Rod Strickland. Sorry,
Hey,
that's
all
just
right.
my. I just. I
Well,
didn't
do us a favor. When you get a minute, just pull up Rod Strickland's highlights. I ain't talking about his scoring. I'm talking about his handles.
I watched him.
You know what?
All
I
right.
sent
I
it
watched
to
him. Old enough to watch him, cuz. I was old enough to watch him.
Yeah, you are. You are. Oh,
No, you didn't send me nothing. You didn't send me nothing. I was just sending me nothing.
All right, let's
Go
move
ahead, G.
on,
Let's
fellas. Let's
move
move
on.
on, man. Let's move on. So last Sunday, we had a pretty easy conversation about what we thought about John Gruden and the type of person John Gruden was. And Mr. John came out and he said, "Man, I'm not a racist. I don't have a racist bone in my body." And he apologized for if he hurt anybody by his comments. We have a listener who had a real strong opinion about this, and I'm trying to get him on here. But give me your thoughts after everything else that has come out now with Chucky.
Go ahead, Corey.
We'll start with you.
all right. To our listeners out there, I want to first apologize. I want to apologize. After, like I said, after our show on Sunday, there's been a hell of a lot more information to come out. We were kind of speculating, we were guessing, and I want to apologize because we didn't have all the facts. That's what and then there's still more facts to come. What I saw, what I've been reading, what I saw today, all right, we only scratching the surface on a lot of this stuff, right? So today they reported how it started was, and that's why we need Chuck on here. The Washington football team was under investigation for crappy practices, how they treat their employees, everything from sexual harassment to, just terrible business practices as an owner and team-led organization. So what they started doing was going under every nook and cranny they could to find, legal reasons to say you were doing, shitty business practices. And they started with emails, over 650,000. They had people reading, and one day somebody came across John Gruden. And it led to a host of stuff. It led to a host of reasons why they've had 31, quarterbacks in 20 years. It led to reasons why they've had such a high turnover rate in their office. It led to reasons to say, when Prince put out his he filed for a petition saying, listen, I was treated unfairly at the job. When he's suing, they said, listen, there's got to be some reasons behind all of this. Let's start to investigate. And just so happens they've turned over a stone with John Gruden, and some of these emails was like terrible. And we were attempting to try to say that he was possibly not racist. Now I'm still on the fence for that. But what I've learned is when I watch TV, a lot of these players didn't like that dude. A lot of them said he was two-faced. A lot of them said he was, he was a shitty person. He'll say, a snake, a snake. Hey, he'll come over to your face. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? What's up, man? Then when you dip, hey man, I can't stand that guy. Simeon Rice. It was Simeon Rice. He was on his team, on his squad. On the Tampa Bay squad. Simeon Rice.
Simeon Rice, yeah.
15 years ago said that
Tampa Bay
was, he said that 20 years ago that dude was trash. What's wild?
Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah. Keyshawn said, listen, we've been trying to tell y'all this for 20 years, but we didn't have a leg to stand on. Now it's coming out. He said, I don't want to be the dude that throws salt on the wound, but he said, this is why I left. And he said, remember they had a GM that quit 4 games into the season. Rich McKay came to the Falcons. I can't work with this guy. Rich McKay left because of that. It's a lot of stuff you can't uncover at this point. And the crazy part is that under that 650,000 emails, there are more people to come.
You good?
Probably Jared Jones.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Good.
You good? Okay. First of all, I want to address James Littlejohn. No, I didn't co-side with John Gruden. So first of all, that comment is false. I said that I didn't feel what he said was controversial, but because if it would have been somebody else, Hispanic or white, or somebody that had some looks like that, it wouldn't have been nothing. But I looked at what I saw his track record was. Now, if he's good at hiding it, that's good. He's good at hiding it. James Littlejohn is good at hiding it. But I still feel that he.
Go ahead.
What?
No, you were a little different. You were a little indifferent last week.
Okay. I know it was a little different last week, but let me tell you something, dog. Like you just said a few minutes ago, you feel like you don't think he was racist about it, but he now that you read the information that you got today, you changed your mind. So I can't say that same thing.
Are you? Oh, as long as you're saying that,
okay. So I can't say that same thing. I'm just asking you. No. I'm at you. No. You go. So thank you. Okay, so like I was saying, you know how I feel about people trying to call me out on this show, and you go call me out, I'm gonna call you out too, bro.
Come on,
That's just how it is. I'm
come
not
on.
gonna challenge nobody. If you don't
That's how
like
we
my
do.
comments, then hey, it is what it is. But
Come on,
like I said, we went on information that wasn't exactly
right?
going out there, so we said we had to say. So now I understand what's going out there. But in my fact and what I see about this whole situation, he wasn't fired for that big lift to the tire comment. He was fired for the comments he made about Roger Goodell and all the gay people and everything else that was come with it because everybody once he apologized about the racist stuff that he said that everybody knew that they thought, well, he's talking about black people, whatever. That wasn't what got him fired or made him resign. He resigned because he made comments about calling, I'm not going to just say name, but discriminating against gay people. That's why he finally decided to turn his hat in because he knew that was more of a situation that made him resign. So that wasn't a factor. So I just want to put that out there. That what he said did not make it because he wasn't resigning until the rest of it came out. And that's period.
Mm-hmm.
So don't sit up here and tell me that I co-sign with him because I don't co-sign with him, my boy. I co-sign with what I see, what I read. Period. That's what it is. But other than that, I did not agree with anything
Yeah.
about him, I did watch him because he was a great quarterback coach. But you don't know who nobody is, man. When they're making money and they run on the backs of the people, you don't know what's going on. So you got to sit up here and see, and stuff comes out because people think they can put stuff on emails and it's never come up. But see, this is one thing I want to bring up real quick, fellas. This is what I want to bring up real quick. Now, listen to this. Now, it's been how many years since he put these emails out?
It's been 12 years.
Okay. Okay. So all of a sudden, the emails just show up out of nowhere. What I'm thinking is that they're trying to get him up out of his contract because they're paying him too much money. He's not showing results, and they could add extra players to there. So it's an inside investigation. So let's find out what's going on with John Gruden because we got to find out some way to get up out of this contract with him, so we can add other players and find a coach that we pay less that can do the same job as he is because we're not winning no Super Bowls, we're not winning no divisions. We're not beating the top tier teams in our division. So let's see what we can do to get up underneath, to get out of this contract, and let's bring some controversy and get him out of here. Because nobody else was talking about it, but they decided to do an inside investigation out of nowhere.
No one out of nowhere. It went out of nowhere.
But I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah, yeah. It
nobody
came up
heard
with
about this for all
investigation.
these years.
Yeah. Chuck will tell you
Come on,
that team is
Corey.
horrible.
Go ahead, Corey. It
Yeah.
came out of nowhere, bro. I mean,
I
you
tell
can't say it was that happened a month ago. It came out of nowhere.
All
I
right.
ain't gonna say nowhere. It came from unfair business practices. Chuck, you want to talk about your crappy team?
Yeah. So
But I
let's
tell
welcome Chuck to the show. Chuck Littlejohn, man, thanks for jumping on, bro. We know you have a strong take on this subject here. You was very vocal about it on Sunday, man. Welcome to the show, bro.
hey, appreciate it. Corey, starting off with you. Our team is not the issue here.
What?
Number one. Our team is not the issue.
It's
John,
the reason why.
when did John Gruden work for the Washington football team?
No. It ain't. His brother was
no.
there.
What?
His brother was there.
His
So
brother
he had
was
an inside email track for people that
Okay.
worked there with his brother.
But that doesn't have anything to do with his initial comment. His initial comment that brought this to the surface was what? Him talking about the players' lips and Michelin tires. That's what brought it to the surface. That had nothing to do with the Washington football team. As they dug further, then they found some information that tied them to the Washington football team. But just like I said Sunday, that comment was racist. I will always say it's racist. And my thing is, don't come out and apologize and say, I'm sorry for who I may hurt. If you're truly sorry, then apologize in the right way. Say,
But what I'm
then say, back then, I may have been feeling this way, but now I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But for you not to say that, that tells me you just trying to cover up and put icing on the cake that nobody's going to eat.
And I think we were talking about that before as far as racism and trash talk. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it was a look, that's how you got to decipher. Was it racism or trash talk? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm discovering is it started with the investigation for crappy business practices of your Washington football team. That's how it was discovered. 650,000 emails they're going through.
And granted, Washington did have some issues, and they did investigate Washington. But the thing you have to realize, they investigated Washington. This came out tied to Washington, but that doesn't say that all these other 31 teams in the NFL don't have issues too. Washington just happened to come to the surface.
Yeah, right. They have you guys have more employees that have quit, that have gotten fired, that have been, sexually harassed, that have been treated unfairly. Y'all had a whole lot of stuff. The investigation started with Washington.
Right.
You need another shirt, bro.
And one of the things is, Rick Perry, when he got there, he decided he wasn't going to let things that been brought up slide up under the rug. He was going to go for it. I mean, go with it. And I'm glad he did that. If you do things like people say you're doing, then you don't need to be part of the organization. I'm glad they took the reins from Sonata and gave it to his wife, because he wasn't handling things the way it should have been handled.
Oh, you talking about ownership?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Robert Griffin III also said he felt like Jay Gruden discriminated against him as a quarterback. Jay Gruden didn't want to draft him, so Jay Gruden didn't give him the chance that he thought he should have gotten. Remember when they put that dude in and he still had a torn ACL, and he put him in there and literally almost ended his career.
But the thing that I don't know about the Robert Griffin situation is, when he got hurt and he came back, I don't know if he came back. When he came back, I didn't think he should have come back. I think he just said that earlier because he was healed. But the question I don't know is whose decision was it for him to come back? Was it his decision? Did the doctors release him? Or was it Gruden's decision? I don't know that.
That's what I'm saying. When they said crappy business practices, you jeopardizing the team, you jeopardizing players' livelihoods here. We hadn't seen the dude play like that since he got hurt. I'm just using that as an example.
Is that because of Washington or because of his injury?
He was in Washington, wasn't he?
But I'm saying, but he could have got injured anywhere. He got injured
No.
because he came back early.
As a team, the team decided, let's put him in there. Let's put him in, and he got hurt worse than he was, when he went out.
But Corey, I know who made that. Don't know who made that decision. Did Robert Griffin decide I want to go play? Or did the coach do it? Or did the doctor say I'm releasing you? You can't. There's no facts that said that Gruden said get back in there and play regardless of how you feel or how you.
Come on, man. You know how this game goes, bro. Go ahead.
I know, but you always talk about facts. There's no fact that's the case.
I think what he's saying is, though, the way that your company or the organization had ran their business was not for their players, and the reason the players were leaving was because they wasn't being ran right anyway. So it's not far-fetched for people to think that they threw him back out there when he wasn't healthy, and the doctors were probably in on it too because they coming from the owner. So it's all of it. It's just a trickle down effect. Yeah.
Okay.
So hold on. So G, you're agreeing with Corey?
How does this tie back in to John Gruden being racist? I'm talking about Washington.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what Corey's talking about.
That's what I want to know.
How
does this tie into John Gruden being racist? John Gruden being fired.
I know what Corey's saying. Hold on. I know what Corey's saying. It's in the family. It's in sort of in the family. So you got one brother. Why wouldn't the other be that way? I mean, that's the only thing I can come out of because
Bruce Allen at the time he was working with the Washington football team. Bruce Allen and Jay Gruden, they was all with the Washington football team.
Okay, I understand that, but at the time, John Gruden was
going to the president of the Washington football team at the time.
Yeah,
that's what he's saying. Yeah, that's how it all started. So they started looking at all that. That's where it all started from.
What you're saying is that John Gruden was influencing Gruden as the coach.
I think they all in on it. Yeah, I don't think he was influenced anything. I think they all in cahoots. They all felt the same way.
Happen to them. But nothing's gonna happen to them.
That is my next question. Well, Bruce Allen's not in the league right now, but
John
that is
Gruden
my
wasn't in the
next
league when he
question.
sent the tag. I'm just
Huh?
saying. John Gruden wasn't in
So,
the league when he sent them. So if John Gruden wasn't in the league when he sent
no,
them, he get fired.
John Gruden was a part of ESPN. Like he was on NFL
I
Countdown. Like
understand that.
that
I
was
Monday
understand
Night
that.
he was
Football.
part. He was part of the league.
I understand
So
that. No.
and
Well, I understand it in a sense. I understand that. I understand that. I understand that. So,
yeah.
so okay. The bottom line is this, man.
Bruce Allen, we can't go back and do anything to Bruce Allen now. Like you said, like Chuck said, the Washington football team they've been penalized for their actions so far. But
See, what
there
I think
is
is
so much more that they decided we're not bringing this out because guess what? That's going to be a sore eye on the NFL. There's so much stuff that's in that right now. The Hooters owner, he was involved in it. The guy who runs the not the Chick-fil-A Bowl, the Outback Bowl, he's in on it. It is even Adam Schefter has reached out to them to erase emails that he sent now. Like
so. Adam Schefter is involved too.
They just trying to cover their
yes.
heads.
So Adam Schefter is
He's
involved too.
asking them.
That's what you said. That's what you said.
He's asking them to erase emails now.
All right. Hey, Chuck. Chuck,
You can't
go
send
ahead.
me
Go
a
ahead,
text and
Chuck.
say cover the email. Now that's another text. Don't send nothing. You can't call. You
Yeah.
can't do. You can't text me and say, "Hey, can you
See,
erase some of the emails?"
I understand. Chuck's trying to defend his team, and I respect that. Chuck's trying to defend. He knows it hasn't been the best ride in the last couple of years and stuff, but I can respect him trying to defend his team. But I understand that I didn't know the nuances of that all the texts was sent to the Washington president and his brother. I didn't get that part of the scenario.
But the thing was everything sent to Washington. Y'all done call other people with other companies that was involved too. So it's not just all Washington. like I texted you last night, a hit dog go holler. So the thing is, it's not just gonna be Gruden. It's not just gonna be Washington. Yeah, Washington emails were sent to the Washington, I don't know what the case may be, but now we're trying to tie this all Robert Griffin and Corey trying to tie it to 31 quarterbacks and all that happened with what you just trying to take advantage of the situation, but I'm not gonna stand for it.
What I'm saying is the common denominator is your team.
That's not the common denominator.
Why
the common denominator is who we talking about. That's what this is all about. If the comment about John Gruden and Michelin tires and my man Lips hadn't come out, we wouldn't be talking about this right now.
We showing up wouldn't.
Right. You know how a landfill works, right? Where all the trash comes from, where they put it at. They don't go to your house. They just go to the landfill. If when they dig through the landfill and your address is on that piece of mail or where your stuff came from, we just know where it came from. You dump trash in the landfill. The Washington football team is the landfill, and they just starting right there.
Wow.
That's a terrible.
I put some trash at the landfill.
Wow.
They just start where it came from. Your team is where the leak came from.
The trash, number one. That's the first thing.
Hey man, you got me 2 weeks ago. I'm giving it right back. The landfill.
Wow. He called his team a landfill. That's wow. Okay.
Come on, y'all.
And we beat you 2 weeks ago. What does that make you?
All right, listen. You dumping the trash. It happens.
So,
but okay. All right. Too. Sure. Let me ask a question though. All right. Okay. Do you feel like your team started this mess though? I mean, are they any way responsible for any of this?
We didn't start it. Who sent the email?
Somebody linked it. Somebody linked it though.
They leaked it from your organization.
No. At no time has anybody said that anybody from the Washington football team reached out to Gruden. Gruden was sending these emails.
No.
his thoughts, whatever the case may be. What?
All right, let me give you an example. Then somebody's working at the Washington football. They're at their desk. They're working, and then they send. Okay, Galen works at the New York Gazette or whatever. You know, the New York Times. I'm sorry, the DC Times.
The DC Times.
Look, all right, here it is. I'm working. Corey, you stink. You know, I'm tired of you. You know, I said, I go. You know what? I'm done.
Your hairline's messed up.
Okay, thank you. All right. And I'm gonna send this email to G because I'm tired of. I can't afford to go nowhere. So this is where I work, but I'm tired of this. So I'm finna send all this email to G, who works at the DC Gazette, to get this whole thing started.
Yeah.
So where has that been mentioned? Where has that been talked about?
They said it here. It was leaked to 2 newspapers from a source at your football team.
Oh man, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So has those emails been shown? You know, I hit the lottery yesterday.
Come on, man. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, man.
It's media, Core. It's media. I can go out here and say I did whatever case may be, but show me facts. Don't tell me that
Gruden has already apologized for it.
Say what?
He said he did it.
Who did it?
The source is the part of the investigation.
Where are the facts? Show me the email. Have you seen those emails?
No, but it don't have to be when Gruden says, you know what, I apologize. I'm gonna step down from my job because of what I did. He ain't gonna step down because he didn't do it. He did it.
He stepped down because you know he's wrong.
So let me tell you why he stepped down, y'all.
Tell me why.
Okay.
Because
tell me why.
The NFL knows that there are so many more people out there that's involved. And if John Gruden did not take the fall, it was going to get ugly. So, John Gruden, he had a major part in it. Let me say this. No, he had a major part in it. But when he didn't resign after the first thing that came out about the lips, the NFL threw out some more emails. All right, look, this right here got to get you going. You got to get out, because if I had to keep throwing stuff out, it's going to incriminate a lot more people. It's going to mess it all up. So that's why John Gruden said, all right, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave. I'm going to let this, and you know what he's going to do. He's going to sit back. He's going to let this simmer down a little bit. And then guess what you're going to see him at?
He ain't going to be, no. You think he's going to be back?
Where's Marv Albert at? Where's Marv Albert at?
He's going to be at Florida State.
Where's Marv Albert at?
Back in the
NBA,
G. Marv Albert was at a strip club, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's biting on females in the club.
He was out there molesting women, wasn't he? Wasn't he out there molesting?
He was biting them on the back.
No, he beat the girl
biting them on the back, dog. He was putting teeth marks on their back, dog. That's what he was doing, and they didn't like it. He was in the S&M, and they wasn't into it. But anyway, okay, but then he was in the S&M, and they wasn't into it. Okay, but listen, this is my point, real quick, because we're hitting that time. But listen, G, I just want to ask you this question, really, G. I want you to truthfully answer this. Okay. He apologized about the tire remark. They wasn't pushing it until he started bashing gay people and calling people. Yes, it is. Yes, it was. Because Mark didn't do nothing. No, because he was bashing. Because he was bashing women. He was bashing women. Yes, that's Tiffany. She's in my ear. I'm sorry, but
come on, get in here.
He was. They want you to get in here, but I'm not giving you the microphone. But anyway, okay. So what do you think it's about? Okay, here you go. Okay. Anyway. Okay. All right. Anyway, he apologized for that, but wasn't nobody sweating him. Just think about it. Just think about the. Okay, are you gonna get in on this conversation, or are you just going? Okay. Anyway, he said that about the lips. Just think about the timeline. Okay, he apologized to everybody. Okay, a couple people in the locker room was okay, we're gonna get through this. We'll get through this. But when he called Roger Goodell a fag, excuse me, audience, but I'm just going what we was reporting. And he started in the first women head coach and the first suspended head coach. He started bashing all of them for the racist remarks. And then when then the first active gay player played his snaps, he was bashing gay people. That's when he retired. He didn't retire over the first remark about the lips and the tires, bro. Y'all got to read the timeline. So what I'm asking you is that if he wouldn't have said anything about, if he would just said the remarks about the lips, do you think he'd be retiring? Do you
No,
think they would have
and
made him retire?
I think that was the issue. Yeah, that's not the issue, and and the he that wasn't enough. So they wanted they were trying to get him out of there because they didn't want all this to come to the forefront. So they knew when they said, "Are we gonna put this out there?" and he's gonna resign, or Oakland or not Oakland, Las Vegas is gonna make him resign. But when Las Vegas didn't do it, they said, "Okay, so I know what else I can do." And anytime you go after the LGBTQ community or women, that is the end of it. Period. So that's what they did when they put
Okay,
that out.
okay,
That's
okay,
what made him resign. Oh yeah, I agree with that.
okay, okay. Look, okay, Chuck. Now, you wanna? I don't know if you were watching or listening. I don't know if you was building up your argument for Corey because you probably bashed him in the head at work later on, but that's a different story. But anyway, uh, I said I thought it was conspiracy that they were trying to get him out of that $100 million contract because they instead of paying this coach this that wasn't getting into the playoffs or getting into a winning record, that they could use that money to get other players. So let's find out. Let's go dig into what he's been doing, even though he was with to Washington, but the Raiders still had to have something to talk to them and dig into something just to get him out of that contract so they could build a better team. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I kind of agree and disagree with that because my thing is that even though he's resigned, what's going to happen with this contract now? Is it some
They're
clause
still
in that
gonna
contract?
pay him, right? They're still gonna
Is
pay him. You're right.
contract says he's not going to get paid because he resigned because he made these type of comments? You know, he signed a contract, a binding agreement for that amount of money. So what's going to happen now?
Their clauses, their clause is sort of like the like when you violate when you violate parts of that contract, like doing stuff like this, I'm pretty sure they can get their way out. But then again, you gotta look at it like this: it's only 10 million for 10 years. That's nothing. You
That's
know
a
what I'm saying?
lot of
Not for
Corey.
the Raiders. Not for the Raiders. Raiders ain't no slouchy team in
No,
terms of
I understand that, but
money.
10 million a year is a lot of money, Corey. That's still a
It
lot of damn
it
money,
it
bro.
is, but John Gruden was also the first coach to be traded. Also, but what I'm saying is when you violate like code of conduct or stuff like that, that contract could be null and void. Which I think, like I say, when there's ethics involved here, they can get out of that. But that has nothing to do with this. From how we're discussing this, it has nothing to do with that portion of it. When you bring in that, what I'm having to learn too, when we start doing this show, when you bring in the LGBT community into certain situations, just think about it. Even with comedy, they're trying to shut Dave Chappelle down for comedy, for comedic views. They shut shit down. Excuse my French.
No,
Say
go
something at
ahead.
your
You
job,
good?
and you say something at your job sideways, and see if Sylvia from HR won't be tapping you on the shoulder. Prince, let me come talk to you in the office.
That's true.
For saying some sideways stuff. It's
Right,
Okay.
it's
right, right.
it's reasons like that brought this to a head. They have power. They have power to shut down. They have power to shut it down, and that's what's happening here. Like you said, now, like we talked about last night, I think we were all on text message. We were talking. You can go back 20 years and hit somebody upside the head, and they don't even know it's coming. That's how gangster the game is now. I got an email from Prince 20 years ago, and he said, or let somebody like, okay, we're doing this show. Let's go. Let's say we do something 20 years from now. Do you remember when KPG said such and such?
Mm-hmm.
I was different then. You know, I was different 50 episodes ago.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
When
You
Crystal
stop
had
wearing.
hit
You
me
stop
upside
wearing.
the head. I'm
Yeah,
saying
you stop wearing that
Crystal
leather
hit me
Falcon
upside the head
stuff.
one time. Then my wife hit me upside the head behind stuff that I say.
Right.
Hey man,
But
that's work versus violence.
I don't. My issue with John Gruden is I don't think he's different though. I think John Gruden still feels the same way. He hasn't grown from those emails that he sent back in 2011 because in 2018 he's saying the same thing. Like he's not changing who he is. That's who he is, and he's I don't think he's a racist, but he's not a good person. Like he's not a good human being. That's basically what it is. Yeah. For the things that he said about people is uncalled for, is ridiculous, is upsetting. You know, he was upset because the Washington football team wanted to change their name. He was upset about it. Like, he don't really care about people. That's why I say he's a bad person. Like,
but you know what, G? I felt at first. All right, okay. So I live with a Cleveland, diehard Cleveland hometown fan, right? So the Cleveland Indians came up with a conversation with me and my wife, and at first I didn't get it. Go ahead, Prince.
Your wife is a Cleveland fan?
My wife Cleveland everything. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel my pain because my wife is a Green Bay fan.
Yeah, cheese is different from Indian, no, right?
How is that different?
Because you eat cheese is good. Who don't like cheese?
Oh my God! Go ahead.
But what I'm saying is,
go ahead.
The Cleveland Indians. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, she said, I'm offended now. I'm like, I'm the Atlanta Braves. What? I don't want them to change the name. And she was like, it's offensive. And I was like, why? It's been that way. But you got to evolve, over time. At first, I didn't want to hear that type of stuff either. But then you got to realize there's somebody, that's offended by it.
Mm-hmm.
The game is changing now. Now, if cheese starts to invade your neighborhood, sliced cheese or cheese with a hole.
Yeah, I invade my neighborhood. But so it is what it is.
I hear you, Tip. So look, Tiffany, listen. That what I'm saying is there's a difference being a cheesehead and being a Cleveland, like I guess somebody saying that Indian, that offends me. The dot, which one? The feather of the dot. It offends me. They want to change it, so they change it to the C's. They're not the Indians no more. They're the C's. So the Washington Redskins, I just think they took too long. Y'all taking too long to come up with a name. Y'all just we're W. Whatever. I don't know.
No, we had that question on something. It don't take a name to win. We proved that 2 weeks ago. Anyway.
Okay. Anyway. Okay.
I was just going to put, I guess, one of the things that Gary said, because, like I said, he hadn't changed. With his apology, I'm sorry, I never meant to hurt anyone. If you changed, then you would have come out and said that in 2018, I was this type of person. I had progressed, I had moved on, and now I'm this type of person. That's not me anymore. But to not say that and just say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt anyone, which means that you knew what you were saying, hurting people. But now you're going to try to...
But I think, but I think that's what me and Galen are saying. Because at first we were defending it from last week. I'm going from last week to today. A bad person versus a racist. You see what I'm saying? A bad person versus a racist. We've said, look, me and G, and we've said all kind of trash. Just talking guy. Well, we think it's talking guy stuff, right? Just talking trash. You should hear some of the stuff we say before work started. But does that put us in a place of being bad people, like bad person versus racism? You got to give me more to tell me that John Gruden is a racist versus just a terrible dude.
So I guess
just put emails on it.
better classify bad person and racist then, because to me, bad person is a racist is somebody that's gonna put it on paper. They gonna put it public. They want people to know what their beliefs and what their thoughts are. You know, if I'm talking to my brother, then that's between me and him. I'm not putting it on paper. I'm not sending it out to whoever can see it, because I don't care if they know my thoughts and my ethics and how I feel about things. So to me, and like that, it's just my point of view. That's a racist.
Okay.
And that's what, okay. Let's go with the definition of a racist: a person who is prejudiced against or an antagonist towards a person based on their membership or beliefs. Right.
Right.
I mean, you broke out the definition.
So him
I'm
talking
agreeing with
about
you. I mean,
females being refereed, the LG community that we can't discuss what the case may be. So what does that make him?
Chuck, I can't see you, man. Turn your camera up, bro. You disappeared.
Yeah,
There you go.
So what does that make
Okay.
him? I mean, based on Corey's definition, he falls right into that definition.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Okay. G.
No,
Chuck,
he's right. I mean,
Corey.
based on
No,
the definition, that's what he falls right in that category.
Corey. Corey. Okay, listen, G and Chuck. Listen. Okay. Let me say this right, you know, because you guys know I got the early morning. Listen, let me just say this real quick before I go. I just want to say this real quick. Okay. Now, we live in since we all been small, and we all know that we have people out there that pretend not to be racist, that want to get what they can't get out of us. They're like black people, white people, Hispanics. We all been there. We all known people that have said what they had to say and done what they had to do. But it comes to at the time, it comes to how we judge ourselves to judge against other people. Now, if we feel that if we're a certain way and we can't accept that, we hide it. But it eventually comes out. And I just feel that if you're gonna be a good person, man. Don't pretend, don't hide. If you're gonna be an ass, be an ass. At least I can accept you for being an ass and playing in me on my face and trying to play me later on, and it comes out and then we have a problem. If you don't like somebody, just be honest. So just be upfront with it, man. Don't play nobody like they're stupid, because people are stupid. But that's, I just want to get that out there, man. Because it's been a great show and a deep show. But I just want to say, treat people how you want to be treated, bro.
Oh,
I know what somebody's going through at the end of the day. Period.
Yeah.
Fellas, I got to go. All right, I just want to put that out there, fellas. All right, Chuck. Thank you for joining the show, fellas. I'll see you on Sunday. I'm out of here. Peace.
All right.
Later. Diane, welcome to the show. She said he has power over many players. So he is what he said. His actions, he is racist, is what she's saying. I mean, he fits the description, the definition of what, like Corey said.
I'm a true believer that actions speak louder than words, and his actions fit into Corey's definition that Corey just read.
Did it?
Read the definition again.
Hold on. Look.
So Mike Franklin said he isn't racist. He's a dude. He said dude had big lips. Racist would be saying every one of a group has big lips. That would be racist. And I kind of agree with that. Well,
so everybody.
I'm still on the fence, man. I don't. That's why G is having. We're both going through the same thing that we're feeling right now. I don't know if he's racist. You know what I'm saying? That is deep to say when you call somebody a racist. Now, nice niece D or niece guy, I'm with you. He is a product of the NFL, but at the same time, is he a product of being a what you know how to say an athlete or just a in that athlete world? You know, I mean, have you ever sit around and talk trash, or have you now being two-faced and being just a mean-spirited person is different from being a racist. Charles, take your turn off your mute button. If just so I seen you mute on there, but I think I'm having just about a harder time like G is to call the man a racist. Or am I right, G, by saying that?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Terrible guy versus racist. This man has had to work with his career has depended on brothers. His being successful, those quarterback shows, working as an analyst next to two brothers next to you. His whole career has been predicated on working with people of color. I'm not saying that he's not a racist, but I'm saying it's hard for me to say, that he is versus being a terrible person.
Okay, but some of the I don't want to use this terminology, but
come on,
your analogy that I can be this way in the daytime 8 to 5, but after 5, I'm going to another group.
You wanted me to read it again? Okay, I'll read it again. A person who is prejudiced against or an antagonist towards people on the basis of their membership beliefs in a particular race or racial or ethnic group, typically one that's a minority or marginalized. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you're talking about my race, you see what I'm saying? Now, with the lips thing, like I said, me and G thought it was funny, but
I never did.
You didn't think it was funny. I get that, but now if he had a chicken and watermelon to it, or if he would have said, Demarius is if he would have went nose, lips, and the typical stuff, but I don't know, man. I'm just still having a hard time, man. I'm having a hard time putting him in the racist category versus a shitty dude. You know what I mean?
Right. Mel says, I can't say he's a racist, but he definitely has some questionable choices of words. But again, he was talking to friends and people he trusted. We all have said things in the comfort of those we trust. And I think this also goes back to what Chuck says. You talk to that person, but you don't put it on paper, or you don't put it in writing so people can find it and see it, Right. I'm still. So he had a player on his team who was gay in Oakland. I mean, in Las Vegas. Nassib. And and this I guess this is to combat what you were saying, Corey, that he worked with these people along a black analyst on both sides, and he still felt he coached a gay player the same way that he worked with the other players, but he felt a way about gay people.
Who's gay?
You know what I mean?
Who was gay? You said Nassib who?
Nassib for the Raiders. He's an openly gay player for the Raiders.
Come on now.
There's actually right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There's actually a picture.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess like Chuck is saying, he can hide it while he's at work. But when he's outside of work, what comes out? Does he put the mask on, the cape on, or
and I guess you have to ask yourself, did he know that he was openly gay when they drafted him? I mean, he was there. He was a part of his draft.
Yeah, I think he came out afterwards. I believe. I don't think he came out before. But he had an issue. He was upset that the NFL, and this is what he said, the NFL forced Jeff Fisher to draft Michael Sam.
Michael Sam's. Yeah. At the
Yeah.
time, I think, but I think there's some validity there. I ain't gonna lie.
I think so too. I think so too. I think the NFL did because I don't think he was going to get drafted.
Right. I was about to say the same thing. I don't think he was that great of a defensive player to be drafted as high as he was. You know,
right?
He's not Nassib. Right. You know, right. Nassib is a beast, right? And it ended up proving right because whenever they had to do it in there, he was getting beat out on plays. You know, it over time it showed his level of play versus the NFL. He was gone in a year and a half, 2 years. So, I mean, I think it was overhyped, and I think he had some validity there. So that's what I'm saying. When we having these conversations now,
no, he did play. He played for the Rams. Yeah, he played for the Rams.
I'm just saying, in a year and a half, he was finished, right? You know,
right? Yeah. No, Mike Franken said Sam never played in the NFL. He got cut in the CFL. No, he played in the NFL.
No, he played. Yeah, he played.
Yeah, he played. Yeah, he played. He played. He was no good though. He was. He was no good
at all.
Yeah,
at all. Didn't sack nobody. You know that. I remember the jokes. You know, but they were like, you know, watch your sack. You know, it just wasn't fast enough. But that's what I'm saying. So I'm not defending Gruden. What I'm defending is when you take it there, calling somebody a racist, there's no coming back from that. Now, there's no coming back from being a terrible person either. We've seen people get, pushed to the side for less, but I'm thinking that it's just the garbage that he's thrown on people, the garbage that he's put out has, is coming out,
Right.
My friend said he did not. He did play, dude. He played.
Yeah.
He played.
Highlights? All right. So
to me, it's like, you say what you mean, and then you try to regress. A situation where I may say something, then I come back and say, no, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. That's not true, because at that point in time, you said what you thought and what you felt. And I think that's just the way he is.
But how many of us have said some crass, some trash, some just inappropriate stuff, trying to be funny, trying to be, hey, listen. I know if us three sat down, it'll listen. I do it with your brother every time I see him. Not just one time. When I tell Jane, every time it's either inappropriate for the workplace. It's either we shouldn't be talking this way. I can't even tell that dude hello every time he see me. What's up, Bo? And it's an insult just to say hello.
Yeah.
But I know it's not coming from a place of being a terrible person.
Right.
Hey, if anybody, I blame your father. Raising me up. I'm just playing, man. But you know what I'm saying. I'm just playing. You know what I'm saying.
I got
you. Y'all, yeah, but you see what I'm saying. It's like, but I leave with a smile on my face just because we talking trash. I can't just say, "Hey, James, how you doing?" It ain't like that. We don't come across like that. So what I'm saying is for us to call the dude a racist. Before I do that, like I said, I'm with G. I'm gonna call him a terrible person first. Fool, yes.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know who you calling a fool, but somebody's a fool. Me, there's a bunch of us on here that can be foolish.
but like G said, do you think he's changed?
No, I don't. This will change a person, yes,
right,
but no.
So Diane says, Diane says, do you have any power over any of those people that you have talked about, though?
No power.
Yeah,
no power.
Yeah, the place that he's in, even when he was with ESPN, and to feel that way about those people is disturbing. That you can. I mean, that you can hide it like that. Like he's a closet man. Like you said, undercover cat man who.
But 35,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's been a part of the league 35 years though. 35 years. Assistant coach, just offensive coordinator, one of the youngest head coaches to ever grace the football team. 35 years of, that's what I'm saying. Is it racism or being a total nut ass dumb? Just that's what Chucky was, because he came up with the scowl, or they gave him the ability to be a complete asshole sometimes. When you watched him when he was doing that quarterback show, he wasn't taking it light on them kids, and they were high schoolers.
Right.
You heard what Keyshawn said about him, right?
Keyshawn, yeah.
Keyshawn basically said he wasn't that good of a coach. He said they won the championship when he came because of the players that the coaches before him had already brought in.
Tony Dungy. Yeah, Tony Dungy.
Yeah, Dungy put together a good squad, and then he ended up, taking his talents to Indianapolis.
So, yeah, he's a horrible person, and I think if they were to come out with more emails, I think it would probably be more on the racist side. I would believe there's more racist stuff. There is some racist stuff in there. I would believe that. I would believe that if it came out.
Let me ask
I wouldn't be shocked.
So this is for both of for all of us now, even the guys that are watching, and ladies too. Before a week ago, were we not fans of it?
Of John?
Yeah, of his antics, his the lure of John Gruden. Were we fans of it?
I wouldn't say fans, but I
accepted
it. I accepted that's who John is. The scowl that he had on his face all the time, the Chucky, everybody called him Chucky. I was that's who he was. Never did I think at any point did I think he was racist. At any point watching from the outside, I never thought that he was a racist guy. So
what about you, Chuck?
I can't say that I was rightfully a fan, but like I said, people would show their true colors. We had the conversation. Y'all had the conversation. I was typing everything Sunday, and I just y'all thought it was a joke. I didn't think it was a joke. Galen, G messed with me and said when I said he gonna be dealt with, he asked me how you gonna deal with it.
okay, but that's what I'm saying. When we just looked at it from a little small circle, I ain't gonna lie, me and G tell a whole lot of jokes. You tell me, Michelin tires, the content of it was funny,
Yeah.
But do you go? But that's between you and G. You don't go public with it on this show where it can be out there to everybody and anybody can see it or go back and play it and see it,
bro. And I'm just taking it from a dude that
I know comedians do it, but
go ahead.
Context and the moment. To me, with everything going on right now, that's not the moment. This is not the moment for him to make that type of comment. That's my point.
Yeah.
I feel.
All right. So Chuck, since we have you on, man, let's transition out of this. This has been a great topic. I knew it was going to be. I knew it was going to be controversial. I knew it was going to be heated, and I like the fact that we have everybody in the comments giving their comments, man. I appreciate each and every one of you all out there. We're gonna try to lighten it up now, man. We're gonna go over some game picks. All right. Because we're not gonna talk until Sunday. So let's put our game picks out there. I'll get the picks from Prince later on, but we'll have you on as the fan this week, Chuck.
Okay.
And we'll have you pick, man. So far right now, and last week, Prince went 11-5. Corey went a solid 9-7. I went 12-4, and The fan from last week was my boy Curtis. He went 12-4. So he and I both went 12-4 last week. Right now, the fans, they are 21-11. I am the 33-9. Corey is 20-12. And Prince is 19-13.
You
All right.
what? You're 39 and what?
I'm 33-9 right now. 33-9.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm killing it. I'm killing it right now. All right. So we'll go over the game for this week. Y'all give me your picks. Dallas, New England. Corey, you need to play. You need to do better, dog.
Well, I'm going to start with that.
It's look, it be games like this. It started with me with games like this because I don't want to choose Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
The same way, Corey. Why start with this one?
I know, right? I don't never choose Dallas, and I lose out every time. Dallas. I got Dallas.
You got Dallas, okay.
I don't even know how bad I hate the call. I hate to say that word.
Say it. Say the word. Say it. Say it.
That team. That begins. The team begins with.
Let me tell you, if you add it up every week with me, it's 2 games. That I don't pick Dallas, and I pick Atlanta. That's 2 right there. 2
losses all back.
Right.
All right. Miami, Jacksonville. I picked Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. He said, "Woo,
oh,
2 terrible teams." Who you got, Charlie?
I'm going Miami.
Are you going Miami? Okay.
Who's your brother?
That has nothing to do with my brother.
It's good.
I just don't think Jacksonville ready to win. Yeah, I think Miami go take it, even though it's in
Jacksonville. Miami ain't either. Miami, look, neither. They had the same restaurant. Trying to figure out. All right.
Who you got, Corey?
Oh, I got.
Who you got, Corey?
I got JV.
JV, okay. Duval County. All right. Green Bay, Chicago.
I got Green Bay.
Yeah.
Green Bay. I got Green Bay as well. I got Green Bay as well. All right. Cincinnati, Detroit.
I got Cincinnati.
If the Burrow, is he out or what's the deal?
They said he's playing. He just
Burrow
can't talk
in.
right now. Yeah.
Okay. If Burrow is in, then I'm going with the Bengals.
All right. Houston, Indianapolis.
Colts played well, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. They put on a hell of a show on Monday night, brother. I mean, you just you tugged on on a superhero that day. But I'm going with Indianapolis.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts too. I had to go with my boy.
Right. Who your boy?
Justin Leonard. Leonard.
Okay.
All right. Los Angeles Rams versus New York Giants.
Rams. Oh, yeah, them damn Rams.
Okay. Kansas City, Washington.
I'll wait, Charles. I'll wait.
Kansas City, Washington. Why you waiting on me, Corey?
What you talking about? I'm not going to choose your squad, so you know what's happening. Come on.
You know.
Okay. You know what's crazy? Because Kansas City, their defense sucks. I'm gonna go against the grain. Yeah.
I'm going with Washington because Kansas City is slip sliding away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Washington.
Okay.
Running back out too, right? In Hilaire.
Yeah. Clyde Hilaire. He's out.
Who you got?
So I got Kansas City. So let me just throw this out there, y'all. There's some turmoil going on in the locker room of the Washington football team. They're not believing in that Tyler Heineke anymore, man. They said the receivers are a little upset at him, though.
Throw it to me, not
He'll get it back together. He played
Okay.
because he played
All
at
right,
home
good.
against Atlanta, but he'll get it back together. We're gonna be all right.
All right.
On in our locker room anyway.
Heineke throwing it at the ground.
Oh, Darius Leonard, my fault. My fault. Thanks, Huey. Minnesota, Carolina.
2-3 against 3-2.
And we don't know. I think right now they're saying McCaffrey is 50-50.
Yeah.
But they playing
And honestly, I think they need to sit him out one more week.
Mm-hmm.
they playing at
Carolina. Yeah.
I'm gonna take Carolina at home.
Carolina at home. I got Carolina too. Corey?
Yeah, I go with Carolina.
Carolina?
No. Chain me out. I'm going with the Vikings, bro.
You going to Minnesota? All right. Oh, okay.
I'm going to Vikings.
All right. Next game. This is gonna be probably the best game of the other week, man. Los Angeles Chargers at the Baltimore Ravens.
Chargers and Ravens. Man, it's gonna be a good game.
Lamar Jackson at home. No stopping.
Both teams 4-1. I like Herbert too, man. I like both of them. But I ain't gonna lie to you. 517 all-purpose yards.
Yeah. There you go.
That dude said in the third quarter, I got it. You playing with me? I got it. Dang. I'm gonna go with the Ravens, man. They lost their first game and they've been 0-4 since. So until I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Dang.
I got the Chargers, man, in that one, man. I think I got the Chargers in a statement game.
At Baltimore?
At Baltimore.
That's okay. That's gonna be a statement game. All right.
Yeah, that's gonna be a statement game now. That's gonna be a statement game. All right. This is gonna be another good one here, man. Arizona.
Before we dip, the crazy part is before we go to the next team, you know, Baltimore is the underdog.
Yep. Wow.
3-point underdog on that game, man.
3-point underdog. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Another great game. Arizona at Cleveland.
Browns.
Oh, that was easy. You don't believe in Arizona.
Who don't?
Arizona is on fire right now. I don't think Cleveland gonna be able to handle it. Cleveland has a good defense, but I think Arizona coming in on a roll. It's gonna be hard for them.
I feel like until you beat them, you know, I know my wife may not hear this, but you gotta contain number one. You know, they ain't number one the quarterback. Any number one?
Yeah. Kyler Murray. Yeah, number one. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta contain number one.
So you switching your pick? You going Arizona?
I'm going with Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that didn't last long.
AJ Green playing a lot with Luke Hopkins. It's gonna be hard for them to contain them too.
You gotta get him.
I actually got Cleveland, man. I got Cleveland. I picked Cleveland.
Hey, Corey, you see how this goes, Corey?
Yeah. He on my wife's good side.
He picked a different team.
No, I already got my teams picked. I already picked my teams already. Yeah, I already picked them.
Okay.
Yeah. And the reason I went with Cleveland because Arizona's not gonna go undefeated. And each week, I think each week they've been getting closer and closer to losing.
Okay.
And I think this is just gonna be the week. That's all.
All right.
Las Vegas, new head coach, Rich Biatches.
Rich Biatches.
Great. Yeah, Biatches or Biatches. He's a
Yeah.
special teams coach. He's a special teams coach, man. Been in the league a long time. Ex-Cowboys coach. Great guy. The GM for the Raiders is now saying that he's probably one of the best leaders he's ever met. So do you think he'll be able to ride, this storm that he's in and come out with a dub versus Denver?
Possible.
I don't think that's right, but I think the players want to come out and prove that they're better than what they showed last week.
Yeah.
I think that's just my feeling. I'm going with the Raiders.
I got Denver, y'all.
Yeah.
I thought you
You got the
didn't believe
Raiders.
in I thought you didn't believe in my man, G. The quarterback.
I don't. I think it's too much going on in Las Vegas right now. I think the team is probably checking out. That's a lot going on up there, man.
I think they're going to check in because they're better than what they were last week.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I'm just
You going to Raiders?
Yeah, Denver is a 3.5 point underdog on this one. So I mean,
now it's amazing how you change, G. At first you was on David Carr and not Bridgewater. Strange how you change.
Yeah, that loss last week left a nasty taste in my mouth last week. Like you don't go to Chicago and put up 9 points, man. That's
Who did that?
I just don't. So next game, Seattle-Pittsburgh. The Russell Wilson-less Seattle.
At Pittsburgh.
Geno Smith at the helm.
Bird.
Against Noodle Arm Ben Roethlisberger.
I'm going with the Steelers.
I'm going with Steelers.
Who you going with?
I actually got.
Who you got?
I got Pittsburgh. I picked Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Who you got?
Who you got, Corey?
I got Pittsburgh too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, that's the same thing I asked. That's the same thing I asked Lil John. So why wasn't he the head coach there? And this man was so great.
Right.
Why wasn't he the head coach?
Right. When you gave all that good internet hug for that dude. Whatever.
Mike Frank said he going to Seahawks. Okay. Buffalo, Tennessee. This should be a good one too.
Yeah.
The leading rusher in the NFL versus the number one turnover team in the league, and the Buffalo Bills.
Are they? Wow.
Yeah, they're number one.
At 4-1?
Tennessee.
And turnovers? Wow.
Yep, and turnovers. No, I takeaways, not turnovers. Takeaways.
Yeah, takeaway. Okay.
I got Buffalo.
Titans.
Ooh, that's a big win if they beat Buffalo, dog.
I got Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo. All right. Last game of the week. Tampa Bay, Philly. Tampa Bay, Philly coming off a 2-game winning streak, beating up on a 1-game winning streak. No, 2 games.
No, 1 because they beat us in the first game of the year.
Okay.
And then I think they
got back to back. They won last week. Yeah.
So when he gonna play?
Gronk is still out.
Now I'm talking about Brady because he hurt his hand last week, right?
Oh yeah, he hurt his thumb, but he said he's still playing though.
Tampa.
Jalen Hurts looking good. Tampa Bay defense is not as strong as they thought it was. Y'all not
convinced.
No, not convinced. I got Tampa Bay too. Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
All right. There we go. Hey, man.
Okay.
Excellent show, man. Excellent show. Episode 58 in the books, my dogs. What, 144, man. We've been rolling.
No, right? Just got to look like.
Look. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I knew this was gonna be a hot topic. I knew we wouldn't be able to get this thing in an hour 15, hour 20, hour 30.
Right.
Crystal, Kanisha, Tiffany. What's your wife's name, Chuck?
Paula,
we apologize. I'm so sorry. We did not mean to go over this much, but we love y'all. We wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. So we appreciate y'all supporting us. Mike Franklin, James Littlejohn, Rodney Littlejohn, Melanie. That's nice. That's nice D. Nice day. Diane Johnson, Cheryl Wright. We have some more peoples on here. Tiffany, Deontay Jones. Appreciate you, my dog. Let's see who else was on here. And whoever else was on that didn't put the name in the chat, man. We appreciate you all. Thank you to our new subscribers, Shaq and Brittany. And then what's your guy's name? I was typing it in.
Yeah.
Kyle Steele.
Yeah, man.
Kyle Steele, man. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all. Welcome to the KPG family. Chuck, once again.
what's going on?
Chuck.
Yeah, I'm here.
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Appreciate you jumping on, bro. Thank you for bringing that heat. We can always depend on you, dog, to come and bring switch it up for us, man.
Yeah.
So we appreciate it.
Hey, one quick.
We love you, my dog.
Gee, one quick thing. I can't get off unless I mentioned about fantasy that my brother's number one now. So he wanted me to make sure I mention that.
You serious?
And that he says the team that you said was the worst too. Just want to mention.
Look, I'm gonna need Rodney to stop holding receipts, man. He got it. That bad boy. My dog, we love y'all, man. We'll see y'all on Sunday, baby. 7:30.
All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we out. Peace.
All right, appreciate it, guys. All right, Chuck.
All right, y'all take care, man.
Later.
Yes, sir, brother.